Hi, Darren Mangum here, securities lawyer with the law firm of Mangum and Associates. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. I am super excited about this topic. Wanted to jump on to talk about it. As you know, under Rule 506C, when you're doing an offering to accredited investors only, under Rule 506C, which allows for general solicitation and public advertising, you do have the additional burden to verify your investors. 100% of your investors have to be accredited and they have to be verified. And so the verification has always been a question, often comes up. How do we verify? How do we verify? Do we have to use a third-party verification? All of that. I've talked about in other videos. You do not have to do a third-party verification for your investors. You can just do that yourself, but typically the way you verify is through copies of their tax return or just a letter from their CPA. Those have been the main things. The big news is that we have both a no action letter that was put out by the SEC, and we have additional guidance in the questions and answers that the SEC provides that allow you to automatically determine or automatically verify the investor if the investor puts in more than $200,000. Now that's a big deal. A lot of if they put in a minimum, like there was guidance before that says if they put in $1 million, then they're automatically assumed to be verified as accredited, which made sense. Like, okay, they're putting in $1 million, but this lowers the threshold. In a lot of cases, a lot of our clients, whether they do private funds, whether they're raising capital for their own company, selling stock, selling membership interest in LLCs, or issuing debt. I mean, different ways they're raising capital. The verification process has always been a little bit of a question mark as to, okay, how do we verify if we really don't if the investor's not willing to give their copies of their tax return. That's always been a sticking point, especially the fact that they've already received the money. They've already sent in the money, sent in the subscription documents, and so you wind up chasing people for some kind of verification, which is sometimes difficult to get. A lot of our clients have a high minimums anyway. They're asking for $500,000. They're asking for a high amount. So the good news is if the investor puts in, it doesn't mean that they're accredited. What it does mean is that they can be verified as accredited, right? So they still have to say that they have either a net worth of $1 million or income of $200,000 or more if they're investing individually, or if they're married. Obviously, $300,000 is the threshold. But so they still have to verify that they're accredited. Still have to certify that they're accredited, but then the verification is automatic if they have invested more $200,000 or more, right? And so what we're in the process of doing is we're revamping, revising a lot of our suitability questionnaires, because there's usually we have a checkbox. Okay, how can we verify that you're accredited? Here's a copy of their tax return, blah blah blah. But the fact that they're investing $200,000 or more, it basically says, hey, you're automatically verified, right? And so anyway, it doesn't sound like it may be a big deal if you're just like kind of new to this. But it is a big deal if, again, those clients have been raising capital under 506C for years. The verification has always been a little bit of a sticking point. But it's nice to have that another option, another way to verify. And again, so some clients have said, hey, you know what? We're just gonna require $200,000 minimums from everybody, and that way, guess what? We don't have to go chasing down copies of their tax return or a letter from their CPA. They put in the $200,000. They said they checked the box that they're accredited. Done. And so that is, I think it's big news. It's big news. And so if you are currently raising capital under 506C, you need to know this. And obviously, if we've prepared a PPM for you, please let us know. We're happy to update your subscription documents or your suitability questionnaire. If you're currently raising capital under 506B, 506C, that's been a point where some clients are like, I don't want the hassle. I don't want that verification hassle. Well, this makes it a lot easier. Just set your minimum at 200,000 and they're automatically verified, right? Now, if you want to take lesser amounts, 50,000, that's fine too. In that case, you would still need to get some kind of verification of the investor. Again, copy of their tax return. Most common is the letter from the CPA, right? But in most cases, you're asking for, we always recommend asking for a higher amount anyway. So anyway, but yeah, if you're currently raising capital or considering raising capital, certainly we hope that you would reach out, and we'd love to help you with that. But yeah, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Feel free to share. In fact, if you know somebody that's raising capital under 506C or otherwise, please feel free to share this video with them. Glad to hop on a no obligation conference call with them to talk about the pros and cons and what have you. But anyway, hopefully you find this content interesting. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, all of the above. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.